Okay, so the Oilers finally ended a wild week of speculation and rumors by signing Milan Lucic to a 7-year, $42 million contract earlier today. Now, I've mentioned this before in my blogs. My dad is a huge Boston Bruins fan, so I thought it would be a good idea to get his thoughts on this deal. So, Dad, what exactly does Lucic bring to the Oilers?
This is thunder. This is lightning. Don't get caught in a storm.
Thanks, Dad. I absolutely love Milan Lucic. As a matter of fact, he is the only NHL player I've ever had a shirt or jersey of that wasn't an Edmonton Oiler. He plays the game that...
You are literally wearing a Tave shirt right now, and you lost your Lucic shirt. This is a blog about Lucic. Get your facts right.
Lucic plays the game the way I feel it should be played. While other guys are swinging their sticks and running their mouths off, he's swinging his fists and running guys over. And the thing about Lucic is, I can tell that respect means a great deal to this guy. I saw it when he fought Nurse last year. He understands that his opponent is trying to accomplish the same thing he is. And you could tell he admired Nurse for sticking up for his teammate because he let up on him. But on the flip side of that, when he feels that he is disrespected, this has led to various altercations. Let's take a look at some of his more infamous run-ins. In my opinion, if goalies are going to come out and lackadaisically play the puck, they should be fair game. Just my opinion. I know it isn't against the rules and it doesn't excuse what Lucic did. But seriously, Miller, you're 160 pounds. Maybe be a little more cautious playing this puck and have a little respect for the fact that a freight train is heading towards the same piece of ice as you. Connaughton, maybe don't slash this big fella on the wrist where he has no protection if you're not prepared to deal with the consequences. And Dale Weiss and Alexei Yemelin, maybe reel in the taunting a little bit if you don't want mean words tossed back your way in the handshake line. All of these players learned a valuable lesson when it comes to Lucic. If you can't stand the heat, then get out of his kitchen. Now, people are criticizing this move and the Taylor Hall deal because in a league where it seems to be all about speed now, Chiarelli is acquiring players that are bigger and slower. And people are basing this argument on the fact that Pittsburgh won the cup because of how fast they are. I'm sorry, Pittsburgh didn't win the cup because they had faster players than everyone else. They won because as a team, they play with pace. They don't allow the opposition any time or space to make plays. This was very obvious in the Cup Finals where it almost seemed like Pittsburgh had an extra player on the ice because every time a San Jose player got the puck, there were two guys on him. They didn't skate circles around them, they smothered them with relentless puck pursuit. Edmonton has enough fast players. They have perhaps the fastest player in the world in McDavid. Nugent-Hopkins, Eberle, Puljujarvi, and Nurse are all excellent skaters too. It's not like Chiarelli is just picking up a bunch of Neanderthals who drag their knuckles around the ice. He alluded to this last year. He doesn't just want heavy players. He wants players who are heavy on the puck. And he's right. Edmonton already has a bunch of players that can beat you to the puck. What they lack are players who, once they have it, you can't take it away from them. And I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but the Oilers seem to get injured a lot. But having Lucic, Maroon, Cassian, or Nurse on the ice at all times is going to make other teams think twice before doing reckless junk like this to McDavid. And if they do take a run at one of the younger, skilled Oiler players, they are going to find out pretty quickly.
They're with the wrong people.
Now, the analytics community on Twitter has just been railing on the Oilers for essentially swapping out Hall for Lucic. Now, I love stats, and I think that analytics have a lot of value. I mean, you wouldn't believe how much time I spend looking at my YouTube analytics for my videos. But the improvement to the Oilers team over the last few days cannot be measured statistically. See, over the course of the last 6 years, the Oilers have been a physically and mentally weak hockey team. There is no way to measure confidence and belief, and yet we all know that the Oilers have been an easy team to play against. Lucic even said as much today. Well, as of today, those days are over. Trading away the draft pick that became Milan Lucic for 43 games of Sergei Samsonov is something that has haunted me ever since Lucic broke onto the scene back in 2007. 10 years later, the Oilers have come full circle, and I think it's a sign of things to come. I'll see you next time.